Hello folks, I'm Richard Moore, North Mississippi Anti-Gang Stalking Association, YouTube, United States Anti-Gang Stalking Association. I want to speak with you just a little bit about criminal stalking, of course, but most importantly, I want to speak to the targeted individual. I implore every targeted individual that sees this video, if you know other targeted individuals, share this video with them. If we're not sharing and spreading the good news of what we're doing, folks, we're going to have a longer, harder, and more difficult fight ahead of us. We're winning, by the way. The beautiful thing is we are winning. We've got to understand the majority of the targeted individuals worldwide, but in the United States, have no idea there's a name for it, that what's going on is a systematic, calculated, planned, drawn out program that involves the community, it involves law enforcement, the medical profession, the legal profession, your employer, family members, friends. It comes from every direction. This is part of the holistic approach where everyone is involved. The platform, the very platform that this program is built on is faulty. It's corrupt, it's evil, it's wrong, and it has created a cataclysmic destruction of crimes against humanity. That's about as clear as I can make it. I have been very clear in my objective with bringing targeting criminal stalking to an abrupt halt. We do this because we have a very clear narrative. That's not going to change. I'm not so much concerned about the weaponry, the who, the how, and all that stuff. We already know the who is. We already know that if it weren't for the Department of Homeland Security, FEMA, the CIA, and for these organizations with a Patriot Act as their sword, this would not be possible for you to be tormented and stalked on a daily basis. Now, we've got a clear directive. You don't defeat something this big, something this evil, by deciding one day you've just had enough and you call law enforcement. As we know, that's the fox guarding the hen house. As we look at these mountains and hills behind me, I can't help but think back from history when Sir Edmund Hillary was the first person to scale Mount Everest. He didn't decide one day, I think I'll climb that mountain. That came with years of preparation, training, analyzing. He had to prepare himself not only physically, but mentally and spiritually. He had a clear set objective and a goal as to how each step and what would take place in order for him to do something that had not been done. Since Sir Edmund Hillary scaled Mount Everest, thousands upon thousands have been able to do that. What we have with criminal stalking is Sir Edmund Hillary's Mount Everest. And folks, we have the plan. We have the structure. That's the good news. I want every TI that is ready to take a stand to slow down on being caught up with how you're going to build a shield or avoid something or knock a drone out of the sky or what have you. Your focus needs to be this. There are people like you that have no idea there's a name for it. Not only is there a name for it, there's a solution for it. And when I speak of solutions, folks, we're talking about through the very system that we've been denied will be the very system that they'll be tried by. Due process, we've been denied. They'll have to accept what due process has for them. There are a few things in play they cannot circumvent. That's the Constitution and that's the civil liberties. You've been denied life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And you have been denied that on a daily basis. You've been told that you were insane and discredited from every imaginable source. Well, I'm going to tell you, folks, that's what we call down south is a flat out lie. I didn't buy it, and you don't buy it. I want to stress how important it is for each TI to reach out to others by information, by education, because the masses are oblivious to what we're talking about today. Why are they oblivious? Why did President Trump continually mention fake news? Well, let me tell you what, folks. You only get what they want you to get. The corruption is deep. We're talking about the deep state. Now is the time, with a U.S. Attorney Barr and President Trump at the helm, this is our opportunity, this is our time to get our message to the people that can and will provide change. Then, and only then, will we see the domino effect of the corrupt law enforcement, the fraudulent private contractors, and most importantly, the hordes of frontline crash dummy, perverted, creepy stalkers that you have to deal with on a daily basis. They too will get their day in court. I don't think they're going to like it. It doesn't matter what they've been told or what they think. This country is not governed by mob mentality. That Constitution is just for you individually as it is for the next person. The laws on the books were not written for a select few. It is written for everyone. And we're going to make sure that that segment, that class of society, and it's a very large class, would make the class of people that were oppressed even in the 60s when we got the Civil Rights Bill. It dwarfs that. And the most astonishing thing about this is people that have recent, in the last 100 years, their people have suffered from the horrible effects of being oppressed, whether it be the African American in the South, and then prior to that, the Native Americans. To think that now we're having an issue in criminal activity to suppress and deny civil liberties for other people by African Americans, Uncle Toms, Native Americans. They've cast their lot with it as well. Let me tell you, folks, I didn't write it. It doesn't matter what faith mechanism you have purchased or what faith mechanism you choose to believe in. I'm going to give you the facts here. Whether it be Hare Krishna, Muhammad, or Jesus Christ, they taught one thing, that the only common thread any of these people had was karma, and karma is real. Jesus said, as you sow, so shall you reap. Karma is real, and whatever you're sowing, and you have sowed a lot of disaster, a lot of hate, a lot of evil. And my friend, it's harvest time. It's harvest time for the TI. And it's harvest time for this organization, that we start gathering and complete the evidence and data and the statements that we're asking for. Contact me on my Facebook page, Richard Moore, North Mississippi Anti-Gang Stalking Association, or United States Anti-Gang Stalking Association on YouTube. Till next time, God bless you.